This is the Giants Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Francisco Giants, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Yo, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Locked On Giants Postcast. I'm your host, Eric Tripoli Engel. You may know me as the former producer for the Murph and Mac Morning Show on KMBR, or maybe from some of these other Locked On Postcasts we do. We also do the Locked On Warriors and Locked On 49ers Postcast as well, and obviously the squad show for the Locked On 49ers. That's super fun. Make sure you guys are checking that out. But today, the San Francisco Giants continued to play very well at Coors Field. They took down the Rockies 8-2 in this Labor Day matchup, and Kai-Wei Teng set the tone today, limiting the Rockies to just 2 runs over 5 1/3 innings pitched, struck out 8. He looked really good today, especially the off-speed stuff, and Rafael Devers gave him some run support right away with another first inning home run, stretching the Giants' home run streak to 15 games. But he wasn't the only one who went yard today. Willie Adames and Drew Gilbert goes deep as well. He continues to hit the ball really well over his last 4 games today. 4 for 4 and a home run of his own. A ton of good things from the Giants today. They get back to 500 with the win. We'll break it all down. But first, I want to thank all of you for watching us on the Locked On Giants YouTube channel. If you aren't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button right now. Thanks also for listening on the Locked On Giants podcast feed. However you're tuning in, we appreciate it. Make sure to check out the Locked On Giants Daily Show for more in-depth coverage. My guy, Alan Stiles, does a great job. And as I said, there's a lot of places we can start with this one because the Giants did a lot of things well, man. Like the pitching was really good. The offense was really good. But any time that this team continues to score as many runs as they are in recent weeks, I think we got to start with the offense, man. Another crooked number for the Giants today, 8 runs. I mean, this team keeps hitting. I don't care that it's in Coors Field today. I mean, they showed you that they were putting up a bunch of runs when they were at Oracle Park, which is notoriously much more difficult to score runs in than Coors Field. So I think that I'm not crediting this to Coors Field. I'm crediting this to the Giants hitting well, man. And let's start it off at top of the first inning. Rafael Devers up to bat, and man, second at bat of the game for the Giants, or for anybody. It was the second batter to step into the box for either team. And Rafael Devers smokes one, man, right down the right field line, 114.5 miles an hour, 411 feet. I mean, it was on the inner third of the plate, right about thigh high, and he turned on that one, a cutter, 90-mile-an-hour cutter that he just absolutely roped down that right field line. It was the hardest hit home run by a San Francisco Giant in the StatCast era. So since 2015, this is the hardest hit home run that any Giant has had. And it's more just unicorn type stuff from Rafael Devers. This is the guy at the middle of the order that the Giants have been desperate for so many years, man. And it's so good to see him coming around with this team. He and Willie Adames last month both going yard a bunch. And today, he and Willie Adames both go yard again to start off the month of September. And Willie Adames, by the way, that's his 26th home run of the season. He smacked that one right on out of Coors Field, and it might not have been a home run at Oracle Park, but hey, well, it counts at Coors just the same. 26th home run of the season for Willie Adames. That's the 26th home run of the season for your Giants shortstop. That's a big deal, man. Like, this guy might be the one to break the 30 home run drought that the Giants have had, which we talked about a lot last show. That it was on a curveball that was out of the zone, man. I mean, he only hit that one 97.3 miles an hour, and it went 393 feet with a launch angle of 34 degrees. So obviously that one's a little bit of a Coors Field special. But Willie Adames, I mean, 26 homers for this guy, especially considering the way he started the season. I think that you gotta be happy about what you're seeing from Willie Adames, even though the batting average was definitely not where you would want it to be for the month of August. The power production was there. So Adames continues to produce at the plate. But Drew Gilbert also got in on the home run action. By the way, that Willie Adames home run came in the top of the 7th to make the score 8-2. But the Drew Gilbert home run came a little bit earlier on in this one when this game was still a little tight. It was the top of the 3rd inning. It was just 1-0 Giants lead. And after Pat Bailey after getting hit by a pitch and stole second base, his first steal of the season, and stole it standing up, by the way, 100% stole it on the starting pitcher for the Rockies, Dollander, as he just was not even checking over at first base. And Pat Bailey, I mean, just jogged on over to second without so much as a peek from Dollander. So it set up the situation for Drew Gilbert, but Pat Bailey didn't really need to steal that base because Drew Gilbert launched that one right on out of Coors Field, 388 feet, 98.1 off the bat, 34-degree launch angle. Again, kind of a little bit of a Coors Field special. I don't know if that one gets out in the thick air in San Francisco, but it was a nice piece of batting from Drew Gilbert. And this kid continues to hit. And that's a big deal, I think, because Drew Gilbert, we know that this kid plays great defense. That was not the question. You look at his scouting grades coming over from the New York Mets in that Tyler Rogers trade, you knew that the glove was big league ready. It was the bat that you had the big question mark about. The power and the contact both did not look very good down in the minor leagues. He's below average, graded out below average on both of those attributes, but the fielding is really what you like when you look at Drew Gilbert as a prospect. And if that bat can start to come around, it's going to really change a lot of things. I know it's only a four-game stretch, right? If we talk about Drew Gilbert's last 4 games, I mean, he had a bunch of hits in that Baltimore Orioles series, and he continues to hit right now. In this one, he picks up 4 hits against the Rockies. He had 5 in that Orioles series in those 3 games against the Orioles. In one of those games, he only got 1 at bat. He didn't even start in one of those games. So, I mean, for this guy to be doing what he's doing at the plate right now, I know it's a small sample size, but it's got to make you feel good about the Drew Gilbert acquisition. I mean, getting him for a guy in Tyler Rogers that you very well could re-sign in the offseason and bring him right back onto San Francisco for a rental reliever. Getting this kid, it makes you feel pretty good right now. He's going to be in the mix for competing to earn a starting spot in the outfield for next year. I think he's going to profile as more of the 4th outfielder for the Giants, though. I think that's really what he's going to be, especially if Luis Matos earns that starting spot, and if the Giants decide to not bring in anybody to compete for that right field position. And given the track record of the Giants and how often they're bringing in these top end free agents, which is not very often, I wouldn't be completely surprised if the Giants go into next year with what they got at right field. I would not like that situation. I personally think that they should really, really, really look to add some competition to that right field mix. Like let Luis Matos and Drew Gilbert battle it out with a vet for that starting spot, and hopefully a vet that can hit, man, because it's been a while since the Giants have had an everyday right fielder that can actually swing the stick with some consistency. I love Mikey Yaz here in San Francisco, but you can't look me dead in the eye and tell me that Mike Yastrzemski was a consistent hitter here in San Francisco. It's one thing he was not. He was a great right fielder as far as defense goes and playing that wall and playing that gap, which is a very, very, very tough thing to do at Oracle Park. And Mikey Yaz was a great Farhan find, a diamond in the rough, pulled him from the Orioles organization, but he did not produce offensively the way that you want your outfield to produce. And with the way that the rest of this outfield profiles, you don't have enough power across the other 2 positions to have a right fielder that it brings a glove to the park every day and not a bat. So I really am excited to see Drew Gilbert hitting well, man. I mean, I don't think this is going to continue. Nine hits over a 4-game stretch, including 1 game where he didn't even really play that much, is abnormal. We'll say abnormal for Drew Gilbert, but ultimately this is the best stretch that we've seen from him with the Giants. It's in each one of the games that over the last 4, which he's picked up a hit, he's had multiple hits. So he had 2 hits on August 29th. He had 3 hits on August 31st, their last time out, and 6 total bases. And today, his best day as a Giant, 4 hits, 7 total bases. This guy had a home run as well. Just a great all-around day for Drew Gilbert. And you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and give Drew Gilbert today's player of the game?
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
And I'm hyped for Drew Gilbert, and he was looking really good out there for the Giants today. In that batting average up to 261. I mean, this guy was batting like below 150 at the start of the Orioles series. So you see what a couple good days can do for a guy who's got that sporadic of playing time for the Giants. But again, acquiring this guy for a rental reliever at the trade deadline, looking pretty good. And don't forget that the Giants got another big piece of that trade down in AAA, Blade Tidwell. I mean, he looks like he's going to be in the mix to earn a starting spot for the Giants next season. Maybe we'll see him start a game or 2 down the stretch for the Giants this season, but we'll see. We'll see, especially since Carson Wisenhunt is headed to the IL. So the Giants, big win today. They win over the Rockies 8-2 at Coors Field. And the Giants now sit at 69-69. Nice and nice. They're now back to 500. Giants have been playing real nice lately, and hopefully this great play continues, man. I want them to continue to beat up on these bad teams. You got to beat the Rockies, just like they had to win that last series at home over the Orioles. It's going to be a really disappointing letdown if you lose to a series to a team that's 39-99 on the season. The Rockies, one more loss, and they're going to be at triple digits in losses this year. It's never a good season when you're staring at 3 digits in the loss column. That's a very, very, very bad year for the Rockies. And the Giants, they've lost some games to the Rockies this year, man. Like, I need this team to show me down the stretch that that this isn't just a dead cat bounce, right? Like I need them to show me that they didn't just all of a sudden figure out how to play baseball when there's no pressure on them. Because we see the dead cat bounce a lot in Major League Baseball. I want to see them actually play with some pride throughout the rest of the season. And that would give me a little more confidence if Bob Melvin comes back next year. Because I do think that's going to be the situation, even though I have been saying for the last month, I'm not so sure that I want Bo Mel back next year if this team can't prove that they can get inspired underneath them. But if this team battles till the end of this season, I think that might show you just enough to maybe give Bo Mel one more year and see how it goes. And I know that a lot of Giants fans aren't going to like that, but I think that's where you're at with this team right now. The clubhouse seems to like them. Like, we heard Logan Webb talk very candidly about how Gabe Kapler had lost the clubhouse towards the end of his tenure. He's not singing that same song about Bob Melvin. He's backing Bob Melvin up. He's saying Bo Mel still has the locker room and that we all still respond to him and he gets after us. And he's saying that the Giants just haven't responded to what they need to do. They haven't played the brand of baseball that they've needed to play this season. And that's defense and pitching. That should be the two legs that this team stands on. But lately, it's really been the offense, man. The offensive production these last couple games has just been off the damn charts, man. And again, today, the Giants, another 11 hits and 8 runs. You gotta really like what you've seen from them so far as of late. But it wasn't just the offense today, man. Kai-Wei Teng, Tenacious Tang. I'm rolling around some nickname ideas for Kai-Wei Teng, and I settled on Tenacious T. If you're a music guy like me, you're probably into, and if you're from my era, like I'm 32, and I loved Jack Black as a kid, and I especially loved Jack Black's music because it's hilarious. And so Tenacious D is always rolling around in the back of my head, and I can't think of anything else when I'm watching Kai-Wei Teng pitch up there other than it's Tenacious T out there on the mound. So Tenacious T, a great day from Kai-Wei Teng, and leads the Giants to a win. We'll break down his day next on the Locked On Giants postcast. Today's show is sponsored by Upside. Hey, Locked On Giants fans, are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code FOOTBALL and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. You could make up to $300 a year just from buying the gas you already needed. At first, I thought this was too good to be true, but it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Don't let this offer drive on by. Download the free Upside app right now using my limited time promo code FOOTBALL. That's FOOTBALL for a limited time 25 cent per gallon bonus. That's promo code FOOTBALL. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. And today's show is also brought to you by FanDuel. The NFL season is almost here, and FanDuel is making sure you're ready for kickoff with a can't-miss offer. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app any way you see fit. Futures, same-game parlays, anything that you want. It's all there on FanDuel. Money line, spread, anything you want. Player props. It's all there right at your fingertips from your couch. No more heading over to the sports book. Just download the FanDuel app and get in on the action from the comfort of your own home. So are you ready to play? Download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet. And today's show is also sponsored by Prize Picks. This episode is sponsored by the Daily Fantasy app, where making the right call can actually pay off. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right means cashing in. And with football back, PrizePicks is the simplest and fastest way to get in on the action. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player projections, and you can turn your takes into real prizes all in less than 60 seconds. And I'm looking at a whole host of 49ers to hit the more than for their season-long projections, man. Like I think Brock Purdy's going to hit the more than for his season-long projections over on PrizePicks, and I think Kittle might as well. You got to mix in a few other players as well in there. That I like. Usually the sweet spot for me on PrizePicks is 3 picks. I usually run with 3. That's where I find I hit the most. Usually 4 is too many. 2, just not enough action for me. I need a little bit of spiciness in there. And so if you want to get in on the spiciness, download the PrizePicks app today and use code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's code LOCKEDONMLB for $50 in lineups after your first $5 play. PrizePicks is good to be right. Welcome back to the Locked On Giants postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel, and today the Giants playing pretty damn well again, man. 8-2 win over the Rockies, and I don't even care that the 8 runs were out there at Coors Field. I think that's still a good sign for this Giants team who's been mashing even leading into this series. Real quick before we get into Kai-Wei Teng's day, just a little bit more on Rafael Devers. He had another first inning home run today. That's 2 games in a row. It's the first. It's a first inning home run for the Giants in 4 of their last 5 games. Willie Adames has been really good at this lately, but the Giants getting on the board early has been a big key to their success during this little streak that they got going right now. And also Devers at Coors Field coming into this one. So before today, which by the way, today he was 2 for 4 with that home run. He scored 2 runs, had that RBI. He also drew a walk. So on base 3 times Rafi Devers was. Before that, he was 8 for 19 with 4 doubles, triple, and a home run in 5 career games at Coors Field. 895 slugging percentage at Coors Field, the highest he has at any ballpark in that he's played at least 5 games in. So, I mean, more of the same for Rafi Devers at Coors Field, and that's a good sign for the next couple days too. I think Devers is going to continue to rake. He's been really hot as of late, and I hope that Willie Adames can continue to rake too. He's had a very good season for the Giants at Coors Field this year, so hopefully those 2 guys in the middle of the order can continue to show you what the Giants are going to be hoping next year's team will look like. Because when those 2 guys hit in the middle of the order, the Giants look very, very good. And it was very good to get some run support for their guy, Kai-Wei Teng, Tenacious T, out there on the bump. And he has not been very good for the Giants since he's been called up from AAA this year. Let's be real. He has had a lot of rough outings. He's had a hard time just even getting to 5 innings. His last outing against the Padres, he only went 3 1/3. He gave up 2 earned runs, but I remember he threw a ton of pitches in that one, 80 pitches to get through it. Before today, he came into today with an 8.78 ERA. That is pretty damn high. And he lowered it by more than a full point. 7.23 ERA on the season now after his day where he went 5 1/3 and only gave up 2 earned runs. Not the best day by any Giants pitcher that we've seen this season, but he did a very good job of working his way out of some jams. He gave up 9 hits, but really did a very good job getting strikeouts when he needed. 8 total strikeouts, which leads me to today's turning point.
This is what you'll be talking about.
And Kai-Wei Teng in the 3rd inning and the 4th inning got out of some jams, man. I mean, he did a very good job of helping himself out in a lot of these situations by getting out in front of batters with first pitch strikes. 17 of 24 batters that he faced today, he threw first pitch strikes to, and he ended up getting a lot of outs. I mean, and shout out the Colorado Rockies for helping him out on this one, because they were swinging on a lot of non-competitive pitches, man, like pitches that started out of the hand as a ball and we're nowhere close to the strikes on. The Rockies just had 0 plate discipline out there today. But hey, he did very good in that. Let's go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, where after he starts out the inning with a strikeout, Tyler Freeman and Mickey Moniak both single. So you got 2 on with 1 out. And Kai-Wei Teng comes back with 2 consecutive strikeouts. The sweeper doing some work against Hunter Goodman, and then the sweeper again doing some work against Jordan Beck to get those last 2 strikeouts of the 3rd inning. Then in the 4th inning, again, he's in a situation where he's got 2 outs and he's got runners at first and second, and he's got Orlando Arcia up in the box. gets him to strike out swinging. So, and again, with the sweeper was his best pitch today, and he was locating it really well, setting it up with his other pitches, and he threw it more than anything else. 36 sweepers today, only 24 four-seamers, 18 curveballs, and 7 sinkers. In total, 85 pitches. He got 17 swings and misses, man, including a crazy 40% whiff rate on the pitch that he threw the most. Like, to have a 40% whiff rate on a pitch where you got 25 swings on it, that's a really good day, man. Like, that shows you that he's got the stuff. Like, the Kai-Wei Teng has the arm action and the ball's live coming out of his hand. He's got to throw strikes, man. He's really good at doing that at the minor league level, and we have not seen that same thing at the major league level. It seems like he's trying to nibble a lot lately. Today, he did not nibble. He just went right after guys, filling up that strike zone with that sweeper, with that four-seamer. He did a very, very good job hunting strikes, and as I said, the Rockies helping him out through 60 strikes, 85 pitches, 60 strikes. That is a very, very, very good strike to ball ratio from Kai-Wei Teng. And you got to like what you saw from Tenacious T in this one. Picks up the win, and this is his second win as a Giant. First win since August 8th when they beat the Nationals 5-0. And I like what I'm seeing from this Giants team right now. It is a bummer. Real quick before we got on out of here, Whisenhunt to the IL. That's a bummer for the rest of hopefully we see him at some point this season still, but I don't think the Giants really need to worry about rushing this guy back. I think you just want him to be healthy for next year and confident for next year, but I would have liked to see a few more starts for Whisenhunt this year. You also are a little concerned that Casey Schmidt took one on the elbow. Took one on the inside of his right elbow, hit by a pitch. You're standing in the batter's box and try to get out of the way, and it looked like it was a slider, maybe a curveball that just didn't slide or break at all, and it hit him right on that little bone, that you got like right here on the inside of your elbow. And man, that just does not feel good. He tried to stay in the game, but after one batter, it kind of came out and it just didn't look quite right out there. So hopefully he avoids an IL stint, because we've had a lot of Giants hit the IL, especially a lot of Giants missing time from getting hit by the damn ball this season. It's very frustrating when you got a lot of guys getting injured that same way. And I know that obviously the team is probably very frustrated with it too. The Giants ultimately, they're rolling right now, man. And I don't think either of these things are going to really derail this team, because it's the middle of this order that's really propelling this team right now during this stretch. And everybody's kind of contributing. It's Rafael Devers, it's Willy Adames, and then it's a bunch of random other guys who are just having good days, like Drew Gilbert having a good day every now and again, Casey Schmidt, Jung-Hoo Lee, Matt Chapman, Elliot Ramos. It's just those, the two in the middle of the order, and then some of the other guys just start chipping in, and this Giants team starts to look a lot better at the dish. Again, 15 consecutive games with a home run. It's the longest streak in Major League Baseball this season for any team, not just the Giants, for any team. If I had told you that at the middle of this year, that the Giants were going to go 15 consecutive games with a home run, you would have told me I was absolutely insane. First time the Giants have done this since 2001. When Barry Bonds hit 73 homers in one season. That's bonkers that this team is having that type of production. 29 home runs during that span, nearly 2 per game, and they hit 3 more today. So the Giants continuing to roll out there at Coors Field. They'll be back at it tomorrow against the Rockies, and I want to sweep, man. I want to get greedy. I want the Giants to go for a sweep and maybe trick us all into thinking that this team can actually make the wild card, which I still don't think is a very strong possibility. It's not impossible, but it's not very probable by any stretch of the imagination. Giants are still, a ways back of being in that last wild card spot. So you got a long way to climb through the rest of this season. It's going to take a colossal collapse by the Mets for the Giants to even have a chance. And you still got the Reds in front of you, and you're trying to hold off the Diamondbacks and the Cardinals at the same time. So a lot for the Giants to overcome to even sniff the postseason. But we're just mainly focused on the Giants building for next year. And right now, with this stretch of play lately, they look like they've got something going. It's all the time that we got for you guys here on the Locked On Giants first half, or on the Locked On Giants postcast. I was reading the chat and saw my guy Jerry talking about the injury-free first half that the Giants had, and my dyslexic brain got all confused. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Locked On Giants postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E. Engel. We'll see you next time. Peace.